what about McDonald's eggnog?
My dad loved it. It's
So
awful.
it didn't sell well, so they discontinued it, and then people like lost their shit.
The 12 people who wanted it.
Oh yeah, and your dad was one of them. Welcome back to Arsenic Culture. As usual, I'm Matt.
I'm Jason.
No, you're not. With me, I'm doing his intros now. We got Jason, the eggnog killer, Hale, because he's really good at making eggnog. Probably not. We're gonna find out. we're gonna put your eggnog.
First time making it. So.
Yeah, it's not even your recipe, but he's like all paranoid.
It is.
And we got Drew, Pope for President, watch with us. Which nobody is like Pope for President right now. But, we don't have a game today, do we?
No. Saturday.
Indiana.
Yep.
Anyway. So, welcome back. How you guys doing? What's been going on?
Good, man. Good. Yeah. I've been making some eggnog.
Have you? That's all you've been doing?
Yeah.
The whole table is full of it right now. Let me go ahead and
throw
my little offering in the pile here.
I've been drinking some eggnog.
Yeah.
Have you really?
Good.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys, or Happy Holidays, as it were.
Yeah.
This is our official Christmas episode,
It is.
and we are going to be festive. I'm already festive with my ugly Christmas sweater, and we're going to do a topic that we've already done, but it's a good topic. So last year, we went to the Void. We hung out with those guys over there, and it was Fireball, right? Fireball.
I think it's called Yule Nogs, what they call it, what they call their version.
Right, yeah.
I believe.
And we ended up doing some backstory on Fireball and Eggnog at the same time. But Eggnog has got a pretty rich history.
Oh, yeah.
So we thought it'd be fun to kind of revisit that for the season, but just give Eggnog its due because that was the Fireball version that we focused on. And in my opinion, it wasn't the greatest rendition of Eggnog that you can get because, I mean, it's got fucking Fireball in it.
I enjoyed it, but it was definitely cinnamon forward.
Yeah, like a little too cinnamon forward in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we are going to rehash some of the history of eggnog, how far back it goes, the traditions of it. We're going to talk about some other areas that have something similar, which is what I made over here. And we're going to try a few, I guess, higher rated ones, higher received ones. And
it's Jason's.
And then it's Jason's, the one that he made.
I'll let you guess which one's mine. It's the one with the Santa hat.
Hold it up with the camera.
It's not this one, I promise.
Yeah. And then he's got this one from, where's this from?
Wurlitzer? Hartzler.
In Ohio somewhere.
Yeah.
And it
Supposed
comes
to be
with
great.
a little Santa hat.
Supposed to be great.
And then we got the Kirkland, which...
Oh, yeah.
I looked online and everybody loves the Kirkland, which it kind of goes without saying because most Kirkland products, like the vodka, for example, it's well received across the table.
Totally agree.
And Costco people love their Kirkland,
everything.
I think they sold through a pallet before I bought this.
Are you serious?
I mean, I think it was the second pallet they brought in. Like, that's how much they're moving through.
That's hilarious.
The other one I wanted to get, though, was Southern Comfort. And when I talked to Drew about it a minute ago, they changed it. They only put it in like milk cartons now, like the little cardboard ones. So it's like a half gallon, and they only keep it in refrigerated places. So Sam's Club and I think Walmart, which is two places I didn't go. Right. But they're the only ones I think that have it, so I couldn't get any of that one.
Okay. Well, you failed us.
I did.
So,
I did. But I made a great one, a homemade recipe with no recipe to
We're
follow.
really building this up. So I can't wait to try it. So let's revisit.
Yeah.
Or visit for anybody that didn't see the first time. A little history on that. Did you get any notes on this?
Yeah, I got some notes. Let's pour. Which one do you want to start with while we're doing that?
I say we start with yours because it's going to be the best in show, and you're not nervous about it.
No, we're going Kirkland first.
You'll go Kirkland first. That's fine.
We're going Kirkland. You want to start us out with the history? Or you want me to? I got you.
No, I'll go ahead. A lot of this stuff I kind of remember, kind of don't.
Sure.
Eggnog, otherwise known as milk punch or egg milk punch. It dated back to colonial times, America during the 1700s.
So actually what I saw was medieval Britain. It had a drink called posset, P-O-S-S-E-T.
Now that's a little different.
It's a little different. That's where it first started, though.
Yes. Was that the same thing as the egg flip?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that was like the segue into eggnog. Posset was a curdled beverage of milk and wine, or ale, or beer. And then monks would age eggs and figs, and then when they added the eggs and figs, the British called that the egg flip, I believe.
Lots of G's there.
Yeah,
Eggs and
from
figs.
flipping the liquid back and forth between pictures to mix it. It became tied to the Christmas and holidays in America around the 1700s. But eggnog is quite simply just eggs.
And nog.
Nog. And those are all the ingredients.
My favorite part is the nog.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I
use
like the
organic
nog. I like
nog,
the
though.
nog,
It's
yeah.
organic nog only.
I got a little bigger pour than you boys, I believe. Maybe not.
Sorry, I might.
Oh, we're not going to do any drinking today.
I might have shorted Matt on this one.
What's in eggnog, Jason? You literally made it.
So eggs, sugar, nutmeg, a little bit of salt. Then you got a shitload of bad ingredients. So half and half, whole milk, heavy cream.
Okay.
And then for mine, I went 3 types of alcohol. So, because 1 or 2 wasn't enough, you know? Of
course.
Right.
So Jamaican rum.
Oh,
Then
wow.
I
Come
went
on.
cognac.
Okay.
Then I went bourbon.
Whoa. So,
I'm
do you
just
want
gonna
to share?
take this with me
Mine's
right
gonna,
now.
mine's gonna rock it. Mine's gonna
Do
rock
you want
it.
to share where you got that recipe from?
Yeah, so Alton Brown.
Right.
So good
Oh,
eats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Very intelligent. I say intelligent. He actually is a
I am
very
very
intelligent.
intelligent.
guy.
Thanks, man. Oh, you're talking about him, not me. I'm
No,
sorry.
not
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, you can read though, which is great. You read the recipe, so
can.
that's something.
It
yeah.
took a while. I had to get some help. I had to get my son to help
He
me a
held
little
the phone
bit.
up here, took a picture, and had ChatGPT like read it back to him.
Please read this, Alexa.
Yeah, we got there though. We got there. So actually, I am excited to try that. Traditionally, but eggnog it's very simple ingredients. It's sugar, eggs, and cream. I
Cream
mean,
and
that's
booze.
technically all
Yeah.
you need, right? And then you don't have to use booze.
You
but
don't
most
have to.
people,
Well,
most
you
people
do. You do have to use booze for us.
But for us, you do.
Yeah.
But it is notoriously high in calories. It's strange with the incorporation of eggs because historically, well, when we were raised anyway, we were always told not to eat raw eggs. But these are raw eggs. They're not cooked. They're not pasteurized unless you use pasteurized eggs, which you can.
I did not know.
But
Jason has chickens in the back. He actually
did.
just got them
Yeah.
fresh.
just put the whole shell in there and everything. He held the chicken over there,
grinded
just
it
like
up.
pooping out eggs.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a little lump there.
But
in
you're
a
talking
minute.
about the eggs, though. I mean, essentially, it's like a uncooked custard is what you pretty much got here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was pretty solid. I didn't love the nose on this one, like the smell of it.
Yeah.
But the taste is pretty good. Definitely get some cinnamon on that one, y'all.
Yeah. One thing that I always look for with my nogs, and I was telling Jason before where you were upstairs. Matt.
Are we doing that? Are we gonna go shorthand? We're gonna call it nog.
Oh, for sure.
I love it. Like
Sorry.
that's
Well,
what we're
yeah,
doing now.
I
That's what
guess.
we're doing.
So,
The nog.
so
Right here.
Jason and I were talking while you were upstairs. From the time that stores start putting eggnog on the shelves
Yeah.
in the fall until the time they no longer have it in the late winter,
Right.
we always have eggnog in our refrigerator.
But it is a very short time frame to where it's even available.
Yeah.
Right, and
Couple months?
I think you
Couple
got.
months.
I think you got maybe 3 months, maybe at the most. But we always have it.
Really?
At least 2 cartons in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about this is that it's a little thin, like that. It wasn't quite as. It didn't really like hug the glass.
So
as
if you
much
think
as
that
I
one's
thought.
thin, no, this one's going to be thinner.
Okay.
Well, yours is all alcohol, so
It's true. Yeah. So my recipe made 3 quarts of this. It yielded 3 quarts. Essentially, 1 quart was alcohol. Like literally, when you make the recipe, 1 quart of that was alcohol.
So the legs from this are from the alcohol, not
Yes.
from the cream.
Yeah, no.
So I got a kind of a bad story with nog. I don't drink it very often. The amount of calories that's in it is a little off-putting to me. I think there's something around, was it 230, 300 calories per ounce? Or no, per serving.
I'm sure it's
of
awful.
like, yeah. Did you get some of
But if you, the problem, here's what the key is at though. So if the serving size is 3 ounces, you only drink 2.8 ounces, so you don't get the full serving, so you don't count the calories.
So you don't count it at all. It doesn't count, right?
I actually use it as the base for my protein shakes. So is that bad?
Yeah. Well, a tangent
why
on
am
my
I so bad?
I know. A tangent on my tangent. What I was going to make was actually it was going to be like bulk nog.
Yeah.
And I was
Like
going to
Cartman, weight gainer 4,000 or something.
I was going to try to get up to 1,000 calories per serving, and it was I was like I had to use AI to help me just to get like add calories, and it was like ice cream, and it was just like an insane list of ingredients. But I was just like, I don't want to waste that much money on like a gag. So I ended up making Coquito, which we'll talk about in a second, which is really
excited
cool.
to try that
That
one.
is a Caribbean version of eggnog. But my first tangent, when I was not real young, this is probably 20 years ago. I guess I was young. I went to a girlfriend's house, or friend that was a girl's house, and they are Puerto Rican.
Okay.
And they had a huge family party over there. and I went to hang out. As soon as I walk in the door, I guess I was at least 21 because her dad was like, "You want some eggnog?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, I don't ever drink it, but whatever. He has a whole bowl of it, and he's got a ladle, and he pours it in the cup, and it looks like this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I had it before, but I don't drink it. I took one sip of it, and it was 99% rum.
Yes.
I know, but at the time I was like expecting like this custard kind of drink.
Yeah.
And he gave me a shot, but it was like a glass like this full up to here. And I'm like, you ever watch Mad Men?
Yeah, yeah.
You know that scene where the guy's drunk in the office and he's like, you want to pour, and he hands it to him,
Yep.
and he fills the bourbon up to the top, and he looks at it and he's like, what the hell do you want me to do with this? That's what I felt like.
man.
Yeah, it's noon. I was walking around and it was like 5 o'clock, and he gave me a full glass of rum, and I was like, I'm going to fall down the stairs in their house because I'm not familiar with it, and I'm going to get absolutely wasted here. So now every time I see eggnog, I got this weird condition like Pavlovian thing to where I'm just like, it's going to be straight alcohol, which I'm okay with, but I have to be in the mood for straight alcohol.
I need to have the taste of alcohol, but I like it just being blended, right? So the alcohol I use in this one, though, was...
Yours smells like alcohol.
It does. Barbados rum, I think or Plantation, I'm sorry. The Plantation Jamaican rum, I use that one. For the cognac, I use the one from Costco, the XO or whatever.
Dude, that's great.
It's pretty good.
That's really
It's only
good.
it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. He says at least 2 weeks in the fridge. And it can go like forever. He's like, essentially, as long as you want to let it go.
So that's something else about eggnog is when you add alcohol to it, or in your case, when it's all alcohol, the eggs that you put in it end up becoming more or less sterilized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Preserved almost.
Exactly. So it kills any bacteria in there. So you can let it set. Even though there's raw eggs in it, it's not going to go bad because the alcohol in there should do its job of keeping it safe.
Good.
But like, this is what I was talking about. Look how much...
Oh, that's mine in there. Right?
Yeah, look how much Jason's coats the glass
Yeah.
versus the other one. You can almost see through this one.
All I heard is Jason's kicked Costco's ass.
Yeah. So
Costco's is good, though.
it does kind of hug the glass a little bit more, and I kind of like that.
Do you know how strong yours is? Do you know what the ABV is?
I'm going to guess and say, let's see, a third. So the other ingredient I used was Russell's Reserve 10. So that's like...
He's just adding more alcohol in his head.
It's not 90%. So I use 3 different kinds of alcohol. So I'm going to say it's probably 18, 20%, roughly.
And that's
probably
kind
a little
of on par.
Yeah, 15-ish for these, but I might be a little stronger than those.
The Kirkland says 17, I believe. Is that what that said? No, 14. So that's right around 15.
I think this one's 14
14.75.
too.
The other thing I like about yours, Jason, just of the looks, is like you got bits of real nutmeg and stuff in there, which is, you know, it looks like this has kind of been sanitized, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's
filtered out. That's what I meant.
pasteurized. This one that you made, you can actually taste the alcohol, but it's actually balanced well.
Yeah,
the
I
Kirkland one it's good.
Now I'll say
You
this
can't really
though,
taste the alcohol, but it's thin like it has alcohol.
I have tried mine from day one, like once a week. I'd try a little bit. It's gotten much better. Like at first, it was like 2.
So it actually does improve with time.
Yeah, and I'd say 2 weeks is probably like the sweet spot. Now it's hitting 3. It's even better.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm excited to try this one.
That's the one from Ohio.
I'll
right?
let you get first pour because I got to rinse my
So
glass.
while you're pouring this one real quick, I'm going to tell you a little story about the eggnog riot of 1826.
What?
This was out at West Point Academy.
Yeah.
Cadets smuggled moonshine in to make eggnog for a Christmas party. This party was so crazy that it looks like 90 cadets, which were a third of the people on base, were involved. 20 of them were charged. 9 were expelled immediately.
What year was this again?
1826. A bunch of people were court-martialed. Jefferson Davis was the one that started it.
Go figure.
Yeah, right? I know. It's kind of cool, like piece of history, though. Captain Ethan Allen Hitchcock tried to stop it, but the cadets armed themselves and fought him. Is that the same Ethan Allen that has the furniture stores?
I think so. I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. And then Major William J. Worth ended up calling the cadets out, and he kind of like restored order at 6 a.m. and put everybody back in line. But this went on for, I don't have it written down here. I swear it went on for like 2 days.
So they just
It
fought-
did. We talked a little bit about this in our
did.
Yule Nog episode, too. I vaguely remember that.
So they got drunk on eggnog and then just...
Absolutely wasted.
yeah, that's what I thought.
They
yeah.
brought in a bunch of moonshine, spiked the hell. It was basically like the version of eggnog I had when I was 21. And they just
Probably
got
went
blitzed.
2-1 moonshine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they ended up partying so hard that a bunch of them got court-martialed, and they ended up fighting their own superiors to be like, F you, we're not going to stop.
Fight milk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's fake milk.
Yeah, it sounded like something out of like a Beastie Boys video or something. You know what I mean?
Or Always Sunny. Remember they had fight milk.
Yeah, but that's the most notorious example. I thought it was cool that Jefferson Davis was the one that kind of started that too. So tell us about this one that we're pouring here.
So man, this one here, I don't have a ton of information on it, but it's from Hartzler. It's in Ohio, so it's been around for a while. It's a big deal. I don't think it's been out of Ohio very long. Like it
used to be Ohio only.
Yeah, and it's been they sell out.
Okay.
So they've exponentially increased their output to meet demand in Ohio, and I'm guessing they're just distributing some.
Okay.
It's a little pricey. It's like, I think this bottle was like $25 as compared
For that little one?
Yes, for this one.
Wow,
As
okay.
compared to this one's like 12. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
for a half gallon.
I think Costco's
But-
always going to be cost conscious and
I
stuff.
mean, this is small batch. This is the farm. I mean, they have a farm there too. So, like, I guess I'm sure
So
their
they
own
grow
chickens.
their own nogs,
That's
yeah.
right. I'm excited for you to try this one.
Yeah.
It tastes like melted ice cream. Is what it tastes like. Like it is.
I got
It
a
is
lot
really
of custardy.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 14%. I don't taste any alcohol in that.
No, that is really.
It's also following the one I drink, which is mostly alcohol.
I do feel like this one's probably bumping the calories up too.
Oh, yeah.
Even though the body is not really that different from the other ones.
But what this one says though, so grape wine. I don't know where they got the wine for. There's no information on that.
Right.
They blended it with vanilla cream flavor. So that's that custard flavor you're getting, I'd say.
I got you.
Then with egg yolks and natural flavors. So again, not a lot of information on the actual recipe, but that's a great bottle.
It's a hidden family recipe like
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders. They keep it in a vault in the back of their.
The only thing I would say bad about this one is, like, if you brought this to a family gathering, it's gone
It's
in
gonna
a minute,
last like
right?
12
I mean,
minutes,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one bottle is going to be just for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I'm not going to eat any food because all of that.
So the
12,000 calories in this bottle.
Yeah.
This is my dinner, which precursor. I have not had dinner yet.
I haven't
so
either.
I don't
No,
know.
I was banking on a little bit of this.
Yesterday, so I'm good.
I had a big breakfast, so I mean, I guess that counts.
Look at the difference on this one. So the Hertzler one we're talking about right now, the smaller batch one, besides the one I made. This is grape wine. Then the one from Costco is whiskey, spiced rum, and brandy. I think that spiced rum is really what's coming through on that one.
Get the spice on
And then
that.
the one I had was rum, cognac, and then bourbon. So all different varieties.
Okay.
Kind of runs the gambit there.
Might get some dogs.
Yeah, well,
barking here in a bit.
and I think the mouthfeel on this Hartzler too is a little bit different. Like it's even more so it's not really. I mean, it's about as thick as yours. I think when it kind of sticks to the glass.
It tastes thicker though.
It
Mouthfeel
does.
for
That's what
me.
I'm saying. The
Yeah.
mouthfeel is thicker than yours, even though I don't know that it necessarily is thicker.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah.
And this one might develop more after 2 weeks to get a little more, creamier.
The Hertzler or yours?
No, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the one I'd say about this Hertzler, it's almost you went to a dairy bar, like growing up.
Yeah.
And you get those cones, like that all soft serve, and it melted. That's kind of what I'm drinking right
you
there.
have to explain to everybody what a dairy bar is because this is another
Yeah.
Eastern Kentucky thing. When I married Kendra, she had to tell me all about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, it still does not make sense, but
So
I do
pretty
understand.
pretty local. They still have a few of them around in Eastern Kentucky or wherever. So think of like a Dairy Queen. You can go there and you can get like sweet treats. You can get sundaes, ice cream. You can get hamburgers, hot dogs, whatever. But this is a local place. They didn't have a drive-in or drive-through. You drove to it, parked, went up to the window and ordered, and it was done. You could walk back up and get it. Or they had like a small seating area, maybe 20 seats that you could go there and eat. But some of the best food you'll get. Based on ice cream and stuff, but the one close to us they call them Terry burgers. Very fine
Terry burgers?
So I
I've
guess
not heard that.
one of the cook's names was Terry.
Okay.
Terry. So it was very finely shredded lettuce, like a special sauce, almost a kind of a Big Mac sauce.
Yeah.
On that burger on the flat top griddle. Dude, legit burger.
and I
legit
feel like
burger.
most of them will do like smash burger style or like small
Yep.
burgers. But I
crinkle,
feel like
crinkle cut fries,
Yeah.
foot long hot dogs,
I feel like maybe that is what the Dairy Queen chain was
yeah.
based on.
For
is
sure.
like dairy bars.
For sure.
So there is actually still one when we go to Kendra's parents' house in Tennessee. There's one right across the Kentucky border in Tennessee. And we stop there 90% of the time whenever we go down there. And it's like you get the burger, it's about like that big. but it's like a double smash burger. They put way too many onions on it. I mean, it's like a whole like onion, which is too much. But yeah, they have like the old little paper, bag of crinkle fries and everything on there. Like it's really good. It's
It was
really
legit.
good.
I miss those places.
Yeah. So
we need more. We need those to come back.
We do.
Yeah. So this is we're going to change it up a little bit. This is called Coquito. This is prevalent it started in Puerto Rico and around the Caribbean area. It's kind of their version of eggnog, but the ingredients are a little bit different. They're more suited for, I guess, a tropical climate. It's not going to be as thick, but honestly, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty freaking thick. There's no eggs in it. They predominantly use rum instead of bourbon or whatever Americans use for their eggnog. The ingredients in this are condensed milk, evaporated milk, cream of coconut, like the real thick stuff, and then a little bit of cinnamon and some vanilla.
Do you have any cloves in this one too?
No,
I saw that from some of the recipes.
There were some options where you can like put stuff in it, but then like they put rum in there, and I just used Bacardi on this one. This recipe came from Goya, the brand.
Yeah.
They actually make the cream of coconut, so this came straight from their website.
Nice.
So I went something traditional. It's actually not that strong. I think it's like 5% alcohol.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so it's closer to like a beer. I probably could have knocked it up, but
You know what it needs?
what? Some
Genro.
Genro. Can.
Not now. Not now. We've had enough, but yes. It's good though. A lot of coconut.
Yeah, it's
a
very.
lot
I
of
mean, this is
coconut.
very like sweet, very sweet. This could actually benefit from more alcohol.
I could see you pouring this over ice and add a little alcohol on top, some rum, whatever you want to add. You know.
Fucking open that Genro. Bring that shit over here. It's just too sweet. Am I right?
It is a little
way
too sweet. It's a little too sweet.
So Genro.
We're not sponsored by Genro, but honestly, we
Yeah.
should be.
We
should be.
We should be. We should be.
I'm turning this into a
Yeah.
clip, and we're gonna tag. Have we tagged them
Genro,
in
we
it?
are open for sponsorship. Please holler at us.
Yeah.
We're cheap.
Big fans of Genro.
If you just
here
send us
on
some
the-
free
You
bottles,
could,
we're
you
out
could,
of
yeah,
culture.
you could pay us in Genro,
Yeah.
and we'd be happy. Look at the 2-liter jug. You can reference our Genro quick shot for more back information on what we're doing here.
Yeah, I think you need something to cut some of that sweetness. Like the coconut is fantastic. I love
coconut's
that.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely need something to cut the sweetness.
That one's pretty
But
awesome.
I like that they use the rum. It's got kind of like a more kind of tropical flavor there, even though
Yeah, I
it's
think
probably
rum with these has been like the rum that I put in mine. Man, that Jamaican rum just stands out for me. That gives it the spiciness.
Yeah, this works. This works a lot.
You get a little bit more booze, like a little bit more bite, but that coconut still comes through on it,
Yeah.
which I think is the kind of the highlight of this.
Yeah, that's where it's at right there.
Yeah, I just got a piece of coconut in there.
I did too. Got a little bit.
Yeah.
Some other places, other similar drinks I looked up here too. There's a Tom and Jerry cocktail. You ever heard of that one?
I have heard of it.
It's from the
It's
New.
warm, right? With brandy?
Yes, so it's New England area. It's it's batter essentially, made with eggs. No joke, is what it says.
Oh my God.
That masket's gonna come out your nose.
I'm going to snort out eggnog.
So it's made with eggs, sugar, spices, and then like nutmeg, allspice, cloves.
Right.
Dark rum, cognac. So the batter is spooned into a mug, so it's very thick. Then you top it with hot milk.
Okay.
So it's like you make a concentrated version of eggnog.
Interesting.
Then you put it in a glass and then
kinda
top
cool.
it with hot. So think like hot chocolate kind of
Yeah.
version.
Or like a, what do they call those hot chocolate bombs?
Oh yeah, no, we're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the opposite of
I think
bath
it's called a
bombs.
hot
It won't,
chocolate bomb. Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But no, that's pretty cool. And another one I saw was the rompope
Okay.
from Mexico.
Okay, how do you spell that?
ROMPOPE. You ever seen that one?
Ron?
Rom.
Ron Pope?
ROM.
Oh, not rum.
R-O-M?
ROM.
Oh, okay,
As in
because
monkey.
R-O-N
rum.
is rum.
No, rompope.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Mexico. Milk, egg, sugar, spices, so cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and then rum is what they added to that one.
Okay.
So pretty cool.
That's pretty
And then one more, the Bombardino from Italy. Heard of that one?
That's good.
I've not heard of that one.
I can't pronounce this, but
You should try those.
Zab Iglione.
It's perfect.
Yeah, Italian custard flavored with Marsala wine. So I would assume,
Ooh, I'm not sure about that.
well, is Marsala grape? Like,
It is,
yeah.
but it's red.
I wonder if that's the same shit. Maybe they put it in that. Maybe that's what they're basing this off of.
Huh.
I feel like it'd be a weird color, right? Wouldn't that give you an interesting?
I think of Marsala wine as like you cook with, right?
Right,
It
yeah,
is. So I feel like
absolutely,
it's very dark and almost like a prune color. Like it's
Yeah,
very,
it's
it's pretty dark.
As thick as this, as thick as this stuff is, I don't think you could change the color with anything you put in here.
Not look
Unless
at
you're
this
using,
one
like,
though.
beets,
Look
you
at
know what I
the
mean?
color in that one though. It's more yellow. Like it's,
It
it's
is-
like
it
a
is
darker
yellow.
yellow.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one has the wine in it. So.
Correct. So with that one, you have that Italian custard flavor with Marsala wine, then brandy or rum added, and then topped with whipped cream. That's what they use there.
A couple other more famous eggnogs.
Those are very famous, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't be more famous than those. Than the
Well, I don't know.
Bombardino.
Yeah, what about McDonald's eggnog?
I've heard of that one.
They apparently had an eggnog for a few years, and it didn't sell very well.
It was
And,
awful.
like-
I remember this.
did you ever
I
try
remember.
it?
Yeah, when I
never
was
had
younger.
it.
My dad loved it. It was
So
awful.
here's the thing: it didn't sell well, so they discontinued it, and then people like lost their shit.
The 12 people who wanted
like
it.
the
Exactly.
McRib.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and your dad was one of them, I'm sure. Like the people that actually drank it were like, "What is wrong with you?" It's like the McRib, you know? It's like, why don't you have the McRib on the menu anymore as a mainstay? You know, I'm the one guy that orders 4 of them a week.
Well, it's sort of like McDonald's and Pepsi, you know, because there's only one McDonald's in the world that has Pepsi in it, and it's
wow.
actually in Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
And
Really? Where?
It's because, I forget, I learned about this in marketing school back in college, but like people in that area of Kentucky were so adamant about their Pepsi that they put Coke in at the fountain, and they were like, nobody went.
I wonder if they have
and so
Mountain
they
Dew there,
changed
too,
it.
'cause
I don't know,
that'd
but
be a
anyway,
game changer.
And this could have been. I mean, this was obviously it was years ago, but anyway. So people who love their McDonald's things love their McDonald's things. So anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, I think their soft drinks
I
are probably some of
digress.
the best, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the Diet Coke, the Cokes.
That is
Yeah.
what people say.
Yeah.
That's what people say. There was a time in college when I had a hangover, and I'd go get my soda from McDonald's. You know, like a McDonald's Coke was like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel better. So, the most famous eggnog recipe of all time is actually George Washington's.
George.
Yeah, old George. You ready for this? So this was another one that I considered making, but damn, eggs are still kind of expensive, and I'd rather eat those than put them in an eggnog. It's 12 eggs.
Okay.
This is for a batch, obviously. It's not 12 eggs per serving. 12 eggs, quart of cream, quart of milk. I'm just going to go through the actual ingredients. Sugar. This is where it gets good. Brandy, rye, Jamaican rum, and sherry. He just went ham and was like, "What do we have left on the bar, Martha? Just put it all in there, you know." And then you just basically, there's a whole process of like folding the yolks in and everything like that. And I got to that part and I was like, "I'm gonna make Coquito. I can put it in a blender," and that was like much easier.
Yeah, I don't think George was making it. I think he was chopping down a cherry tree or something.
It was Martha
George's
was
shit
definitely
face with wooden teeth.
Yeah, that's why he had wooden teeth.
teeth.
Yeah. So, we did. That's our definitive, exhaustive eggnog review. What was y'all's favorite?
Oh man, I think I really like this one, the Hartzler.
Really?
And my number 2 probably the one I made.
I think yours is my number 1. Actually, I like the Coquito.
Oh, I did too.
with
The General.
Right,
The General
it
one,
needs
yeah.
something. Yeah.
That one and then yours
Yeah.
are probably tied for
Yeah.
my favorite. The other two were good. It's just like I like my alcohol.
Well, and you also have to understand, like the Kirkland's, like it is what it is, right? You have
Right,
to
yeah.
understand that's what it is.
Still good though.
It's
Yeah.
great value too.
Yeah, I think Jason's and the Coquito. I think those are my top 2 with a little
With
bit something
alcohol,
extra.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the Hartzler is a close kind of second.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
I agree. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. For more Arsenic Culture, check us out on all the socials. We are at Arsenic Culture. Merry Christmas,
Like and subscribe on YouTube.
and we'll see you at New Year's.